Hi, I'm Dr. Martha Caron, and I'm going to be your instructor for ABS312, Structure and Function in Plants and Animals this semester. And you were probably asking, what the heck is structure and function in plants and animals? That's kind of the same question that I asked when I first started developing this class. It is a pretty broad topic, and we have kind of picked and chosen pieces out of that topic that we think are going to be relevant for what we need to learn here where we are in Arizona. So I think that hopefully you will enjoy it. It'll be interesting and it will be thought-provoking as well. And hopefully when we're finished, you won't have the question of what is structure and function in plants and animals anymore. Telling you a little bit about me, I have a PhD in applied animal behavior. I'm actually teaching an applied animal behavior class here at Polytechnic this semester as well as this class. My focus and kind of where my heart lies is in breeding of endangered species and looking at how the captive environment affects behavior in those endangered species and therefore affects successful breeding in those endangered species. So that is where my heart lies, and my dissertation was looking at squirrel monkeys and looking at captive breeding in squirrel monkeys and the effects of captivity on successful breeding in those squirrel monkeys. So as you can see, I am an animal person through and through. I love animals, I love everything they are and everything they're about, and this class also includes plants. And I am by far not a plant person, so I have been consulting a lot of the plant experts around campus and in the department. You will see quite a few of them give guest lectures as we go throughout the semester. So don't worry, people who are plant lovers out there, we will be doing lots with plants as well and having a lot of fun with them as well. The class itself, we're going to start in the first 2 weeks looking at a kind of basic natural selection and sexual selection lectures, kind of making sure that everyone is up to speed on that, getting us all in the same place. And then the class as a whole has been divided into 3 different modules. The first module is going to look at sexual selection. So we will be breaking that up into 4 different weeks. The first week is going to look at male-male competition in animals. Then we're going to be looking at female choice in animals. Then we'll be looking at female-female competition in animals. And finally, we will be wrapping up that module by bringing in some information on plant sexual selection and looking at what kind of evidence is out there for that. You will have an exam following each module. So there will be an exam over sexual selection following that module. And then we will move on to looking at our second module, which is going to look at plant and animal adaptations to the Sonoran Desert. I decided that since we live here in Arizona and we as humans have to adjust to living in the desert environment, that we would also look at animals and plants and see how they adjust to that extreme environment here in Arizona. Then you will have an exam over adaptations to the Sonoran Desert. And then we're going to wrap up the class with our third module, which is going to look at coevolution. It's going to kind of bring everything together. It's going to look at plants and animals and fungi and bacteria and how they work in what we call symbiotic relationships and some predator-prey relationships, how animals and plants become dependent on each other and have even evolved to the point where they can't be separated from each other. So that will kind of give us a culmination of the class, looking at how everything comes together, the big picture, and how those relationships evolve. We'll look at some of crazy adaptations and see how and why they exist, what structure is provided to them, and what adaptations those structures provide and why they continue to exist in the environment. So I hope that it's going to be interesting for you, and I'll be right there with you the whole time, and we will see how the semester goes. Thanks, I'm looking forward to it.